So when you end up winning our Corvette C8 giveaway, are you keeping it or are you selling it? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky. And I know if you follow me, you're always looking for new and creative ways on how to make money. And I want to show you how maybe renting this Corvette C8 can actually make you a lot more than just selling it. Let's go ahead and break down the numbers. And the reason that this really excites me is because looking back, when I bought my first sports car, it was a Nissan GTR. I was 21 years old and I was just looking at new and creative ways on how to make money. And the thing that I came across is like, I bought the car outright, but I did have a very expensive insurance payment because I was so young. And because of that, I wanted to make sure that this GTR, although I got it for a really good deal, that it didn't cost me a ton of money just to own and maintain. So then I decided to rent it out on this application known as Turo. And the really cool thing about this is I wanted to show you real world examples of what this Corvette would actually rent out for. So again, this is one in Los Angeles, and it's all dependent on how popular this car is in your area. Because again, if it's a high volume area and there's a lot of different rentals, then you're going to have to be a little bit more competitive with the pricing. As you can see, maybe like in Los Angeles, I think the price was like $140 a day. This is a yellow one. This is a 1LT. It's not as favorable, but it still rents out for $140 a day, not including taxes and fees that the renter has to pay. And then when it comes down to, in my area, this is $150 a day, not including taxes and fees, 2LT, and a little bit of a better spec. And then we have one right on over here. I believe this is in Texas, and this one rents out for $221 a day. The really cool thing about this, it also showcases how many trips. 63 trips at $221 per day. We have 119 trips at $140 a day. And then we have this one that has a total of 80 trips. And I think this lady actually owns 2 other Corvettes that she actually rents out. So again, when doing the math on just these 3 examples, I would say that the average Corvette actually rents out for about $175. I just wanted to round up or find like a median price just on average. And depending on how many times you actually want to rent it out, you know, if you don't want to rent it out as much, you can raise your prices. If you want to rent it out a lot more, then you can lower your prices. This is where you get to really control kind of like the demand that you get to experience renting out your car. And the average renter has anywhere from 63, 80, and then the other one was 120. Let's just do 85 trips. So 85 trips, that's almost $15,000. And the crazy thing about this is a lot of these renters, almost all of them, they have car payments, right? So to buy this vehicle, you have to take out a loan, you have a car payment. When you win our Corvette, again, this is kind of like the most beautiful thing. When you win our Corvette giveaway, you own it free and clear. We hand you the title, we hand you the keys, and you can either decide to sell it or, again, I just wanted to be creative with you guys. You can decide to rent it out, right? And all you really have to focus on for coverage or for expenses is maintenance and insurance. And insurance for this vehicle, at least I know for my multi-car policy, it's $152. So you can rent it out once and your entire month is covered when it comes down to insurance. Now, when it comes down to maintenance, obviously, you're going to be making a profit. And I actually saw this video from this guy that uploaded on YouTube. And one thing that he shared was that within the first 3 months, again, I don't know what area that he rents out his Corvette at, but in the first 3 months, he made over $10,000 in 2023 renting that vehicle out. Now we're just getting into the summer, and a lot of people love to travel during the summer. So this is the part that really excites me is I would love to follow the progress and process for one of you guys that ends up winning this Corvette. I would love for it to be a subscriber of mine, just like it has been for the other giveaways that we've done. For the 3 other giveaways, we gave away a GTR, we gave away a BMW M4, and then we gave away a Tesla. I would love to follow the progress on this Corvette C8 and to see if they actually end up choosing the car or the $50,000. But if you end up choosing the car, to see if you decide to rent it out, cover your costs. And if you really think about it, think about that. I mean, the guy within itself, I'm sure he had a competitive rate. He was renting out his Corvette multiple times throughout the month. And he was making $10,000. It's about $3,000, $3,300, $3,400 a month. And he has an expense of, insurance, his car payment that was over $1,000. You don't have any of that. you would only have the expense of your insurance, which should be anywhere from $100 to $200 a month, depending on your policy. And that is just absolutely insane, because if you really think about it, that's almost like an average American working a part-time to full-time job, making an additional $3,000 a year. We can't call it passive income, because you're going to have to either meet up with and kind of like facilitate the whole process of your vehicle. But how amazing is that? You get to drive and own a beautiful car, and you don't have an expense on it. But on top of that, you get to make an additional income on it, and you get to report it. And therefore, the next year, you should be able to qualify for more. And maybe you can, grow your fleet. Who knows what that can lead to? Maybe at that point, then you can just end up selling the car. You've made a few bucks on top of that, and then use that capital to buy another property, right? Whatever the case might be, invest in the stock market. It does not matter. But the whole thing is, I wanted to find a creative way on how you can, for whoever it is that ends up winning this Corvette that ends in April, that you actually make the most out of it, right? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Maybe it seems like a little bit too much work for someone that just wants to sell it. I get it, but I know if you follow me, the idea of making money in a creative way has to be at least planted, in your head, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to kind of like motivate you guys and excite you guys that when you do win this car, I would love to follow the progress that you might have when it comes down to renting out this vehicle and growing your own fleet. But again, to kind of summarize it, this Corvette giveaway is coming to an end today and tomorrow. We're offering you also a Vision Pro VR goggle. So it's a 48-hour giveaway. You get entered for both the Corvette and the Apple Vision Pro. So if only 5 people buy from today and tomorrow, then only those 5 people get entered for the Apple Vision Pro giveaway. And then on Monday, the winner is going to get announced. But on top of that, you also get entered for the Corvette giveaway that ends in April. So it's a double whammy. If you guys haven't entered already, again, we have a wide selection. You don't just have to buy Corvette apparel. That's the thing that people get confused. You can buy anything from our store, and it gets you 5x entries. I'm wearing right now one of our new Miami vintage tees. They're oversized vintage tees. We have the Make Shorting Great Again, the Brooklyn, New York tee. This is all new. The Go F Yourself Elon Musk tee, the Corvette Graveyard. I mean, we have a wide collection of different apparel, especially for the vintage collection. So feel free to check it out. We have mouse pads, wall art, and they all get you entered for a chance to win the Corvette, and for this weekend only, the Apple Vision Pro that you see behind me. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below and let me know in the comment section what you think about my ideas of renting this Corvette out to make an additional side income or side hustle income that can, I would really say, spark something so great for someone that ends up winning this giveaway. So I appreciate your time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.